If you want to call me the N-word,
just go ahead now. All right.
Then we don't talk about it the whole time. It's like, that's our opening.
That's our opening. You want to count her down?
No.
No countdown today.
No countdown. No, we have to.
Okay.
Can't sync video without it.
No, okay.
How did we do it last time? It was fun last time. What did we do? Oh, no, that was at the end.
Yeah, where we'd count it down. Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
Let's do it that way.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. That should be easy enough to sync.
It is.
Probably not.
Yeah, I usually don't sync it up anyway. It's just... All right.
Somebody we know jerked off in a public restroom and then called a cop the N-word. Surprisingly not in jail.
Right. Yeah. So, yeah.
We're always right about people on this show, by the way.
We really are.
We can really sniff out racist.
Yeah.
Who should our next target be? You know what I think? I think Joe Biden's going to say something really racist here soon.
You think?
I hope.
Okay. Well, we'll wait and see.
I mean, I don't hope he does it. In this way.
Yeah, I really hope he does that.
No, I just hope in terms of the show being as precognizant as it has been.
Yeah. Well, maybe. Let's see. Let's pick someone we don't like.
Joe Biden.
Maybe Kid Rock will disappear.
Up Chris Angel's asshole.
Whatever works for you. Sure. Maybe.
Think so. Chris Angel gets Kid Rock in his asshole, and then David Blaine gets Chris Angel in his asshole, and then it makes like that Thanksgiving thing, like a turducken, but it's David Blaine, Chris Angel, and Kid Rock, so it's a Blangel Rock.
Okay.
Blangel Rockin'.
Blangel Rockin'.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, okay.
Sounds delicious.
I know. Can I have another slice of that?
Turduckens for Thanksgiving, and then the Blangel Rockin' is for Arbor Day. Happy Arbor Day.
That's my favorite holiday.
Yeah.
Other than...
You just like excuses to drink. Luckily for you, pretty much every day is fucking something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like today is and this is going to be a little dated. Today is the 20th anniversary of 9/11 terror attacks.
Woo!
So I'm not going to make any jokes about that. I wanted to mention two things about that, though. There are two records that were released on 9/11, 2001.
Was one of them called Tower 7?
No.
That'd be cool. We're dropping Tower 7 today.
Well, we dropped that one a few days later. I mean, it fell on its own.
I thought.
Or no, it was that day. You're right.
Thought it was just weird timing.
The first record of note that people tend to associate with 9/11, Nickelback's Silver Side Up record was released on 9/11.
It's my favorite one. It actually is.
No, that was before.
I didn't realize that came out on 9/11.
It came out on 9/11.
That's why I like it so much.
Yeah. Another notable album that was released that day, Slayer's God Hates Us All album.
It's pretty poignant.
So, I mean, of course, those records were released at midnight, and then, of course, the thing happened at like 8:45. But yeah.
Right.
It wasn't
apparently Carlin had a special that he didn't end up releasing.
Oh, wow.
Because it had something to do with like something really close to 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
He just scrubbed the whole thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's interesting little tidbit.
Huh.
How did Slayer's album do?
I mean, it did as well as any Slayer album. Of course, Slayer fans were like, these guys are prophets.
Yeah. Fuck, yeah.
And I was actually going to listen to that album this afternoon when I get home. Just because I haven't listened to it.
Silver Side Up? Ugh.
I might even listen. That one doesn't have enough on it for me to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
I like The State better, their album before Silver Side Up. I actually like that album. Sorry.
Fight me.
Yeah. But, I mean, if you got something to say about it, we can take this in the bathroom.
It's a tower coming down in a town near you.
All that song was missing was a 9/11 reference.
Yeah.
It needed one.
But he's like in the middle of the... So one of the things that I hate most about open mic music is somebody will cover a song, and then so like for example, like a Bob Dylan song with like 3 verses, and then they'll insert their own verse that they wrote.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing's more infuriating.
Oh, that's aggravating.
It's really bad. So in this instance, it's like it's Aaron Lewis playing "Am I the Only One?" But then he, like, in the middle, the bridge is just courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue.
Yeah.
He just lifts every single lyric.
And what was that other song? The "Where Were You?"
That was Alan Jackson.
Yeah, South Park did a great parody of it.
Where were you when they built the ladder to heaven?
Yeah.
And he just kept doing it. Yeah.
Awesome. Speaking of open mic, I now know of 2 venues that have an opening slot for open mic night.
Due to recent masturbatory racist. Yeah, you think that the public masturbation would be the worst thing about that story.
But it's not.
Turns out no.
It's not.
It's surprising because one of those is for sure an arrestable offense.
Yes.
The other is definitely enough to provoke an officer into arresting you for the first offense.
Yes.
So it's very surprising that
this didn't go further.
Here's a little 9/11 story for you.
Where were you?
I was in a 3rd grade classroom. Make you feel old.
It does.
Yeah. So
I was also in a 3rd grade classroom, but it's a different story altogether.
nice. Getting that. Never mind. So when I was in SCAD, I think I was in an English class or something. It was one of those days where, we met on Thursday and the teacher was like, "Hey, just to remind y'all, we're moving classrooms next week. We needed something with like a projector or something like that." And she's like, "So we're moving to this room, and just remember." And we came in that day. Most of us went to the first classroom, saw the note on the door, and we're like, "Oh, okay." And we go to the next classroom. And this was on 9/11, by the way. And we walk into the classroom, and our teacher was. We all sit down, and our teacher was like, "Thank you all for remembering that we changed classrooms today." And I was like, #never forget. And 2 people got it.
Oh, yeah.
And one of those people didn't laugh, and that was the teacher.
I was 25. I was at work, and I actually saw the live footage of the second plane hit.
Me too. Yeah.
They were.
So it started happening.
They showed that to you guys in 3rd grade?
Dude, they brought TVs in the room, like the AV people. They brought TVs in the room, and we watched we were all like, "Oh, it's an accident. It was an accident. It was an accident." The teacher was even like, "It's probably just a malfunction or something." We watched the second plane hit the second tower, like, "Holy shit!"
Maybe 2 malfunctions. Maybe I don't think. No, this looks real.
I was like, "Oh shit!"
Okay, kids, let's flip it over to Blue's Clues. So,
speaking of topical references,
I know I watched that video.
I did not. I didn't care.
I didn't grow up on Blue's Clues.
Neither did I.
But I just watched it, and it was sweet. That was what we needed right now.
But you know what the second video was? Was him asking for money, I think, for his new business.
Well, he's still raking in that Blue's Clues cash. I'm just kidding. He's not. He's not.
He hasn't been raking in Blue's Clues cash since 2004.
#never forget.
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
Teletubbies. They like jerking off in bathrooms. And I'm pretty sure that language they say is mainly constituting racial slurs.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of racial slurs.
Mm-hmm.
You play it backwards and it's just a bunch of racial slurs.
Yeah.
It's literally like being...
Kai-kung spig.
Bleep. It's literally like hanging out with Aaron Lewis.
Yeah.
Any day of the week.
Mm-hmm. That'd be funny. Did you watch Teletubbies at all?
I was grown when that came out.
I was 35 when I started watching. So one of the segments was the megaphone, which was their friggin' cult leader or whatever. It told them what to do. It was like very Jonestown-esque. It's like white knight, and the Teletubbies start
get the vaccine. Oh, sorry.
Shots, yeah. But so we call them to the field, and it's like time for Teletubby time or some shit, and then they had TVs on their stomach, so one would get picked, and then they would show a clip of like kids doing stuff in a classroom. It was like, here's how you make pottery, and it would be real live action stuff. And then they would get done with the little clip, and it was like a 3-minute clip, and then they would run it back because all the Teletubbies would be like, again, and then they would do the video over again. I forget where I was going with this, but I think it would be really funny if it was either the 9/11 footage and they're like, again, or it was like Aaron Lewis's Am I the Only One? Like, again.
I actually went back this week and rewatched Taught in the Shadows review again, just because it was so entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
So,
did you watch the whole thing? It's a long thing.
Yeah, it was like 25 minutes. Yeah, I watched the whole thing again.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know if you watched the very end of it, but he closed it out with a Springsteen song.
Oh, really?
But anyway.
Born in the USA. Where's he? He's from Jersey?
Yeah.
He's a Jersey hero?
Yeah, Asbury Park.
Asperger's Park?
Yes, Asperger's.
Awesome.
Asperger's Park.
It's where a little friend of ours resides most of the time.
I think he might be in trouble. I think he might be spending a lot of time in his room, which is probably if he had done that in the first place.
I like the idea of the officer being like, "You're grounded."
Well, let me tell you what you are.
Yeah. Oof. No, that's why he got grounded. The cop just washes his mouth out with soap and definitely makes him wash his hands because of the previous thing. This world is fucking weird and I'm over it.
I'm over it. I can't wait to hear his version of Strokin', the old Clarence Carter song.
I thought that was a Billy Idol song. Stroke me, stroke me.
That's the Stroke, and that's Billy Squire.
Oh, that's
same
right,
subject matter though.
Yeah.
Billy Idol had one called what was it called?
Last Dance with Mary Jane.
Oh,
speaking of, hang on. I gotta give Sam her chair back.
And let her in. I think she was knocking on the door.
I don't think she was knocking.
Oh. Hey guys.
Can't you hear me knocking? You want to be on TV? Are you sure? Not really like that.
Dancing with Myself. That's the Billy Idol song. Yeah. These are all, I'm going to dedicate all these to our friend.
Yeah.
He should do a covers album of just...
Yeah, Stroke.
Strokin'.
Dancing with Myself. I think Snappy Fingers by Little John is also about jerking off, but I could be wrong.
You could be.
That's what a white kid person told me, so I'm not
White
trusting
kid person.
Yeah, I'm not trusting it.
He can even do a cover of Cyndi Lauper's She Bop. Same subject matter.
Is it?
Yeah.
She Bop.
Yeah.
What? I don't get it.
She Bop. She Bop.
You could keep saying it.
I mean, there's no really way to describe it without you listening to the song.
Like getting head or?
No, it's all on your own. All by myself.
Oh, but that's like chick jerking off. That's not like it's not like guy jerking off. Guy jerking off is much less aggressive. I feel like women have to beat theirs to death. Tie a noose around it. Just come already.
Now we've lost our female audience.
Sorry, Mom. Said I'm sorry, Mama. It's another song about jerking off.
I don't know. I'm over it.
Oh, I remember. Hanson. Bop to bit to bop do it up.
I'm so glad this podcast went completely off the rails.
As we do.
As we do. Anything else?
I need to get a fleshlight for this table. And we fight over who gets to fuck it.
Do you want to use one?
Huh? Yes. I know somebody who needs it. A weird week.
Weird.
Oh, so speaking of the coronavirus and not wanting to talk about the coronavirus anymore because we're both fucking sick of it.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. So one of the best pieces of advice I got by a local comic while doing comedy is record every set. So it's easy enough on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Just hit the record button.
Mm-hmm.
And it's amazing how unobjective the mind is.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you think, like, I've learned so much, like, a lot of times it's like, if it was a joke that I really worked on and wanted to do well, and maybe it didn't land, I would replace it, like the audience reaction, to a different joke that I didn't care as much about, if that makes sense. So I would trick myself into thinking that a joke did better than it did.
Okay.
So that's been really helpful. And so what I do is I record my set, say my goodbyes, and then I'll go up to the parking garage on Drayton. I'll climb all the way up to the top, and then I'll stare out at the city and listen back to my set. I was walking that way one night, nobody out, dead night, not a single soul. And I get to Bull Street right there, Bull Street, and then the alley between Broughton and whatever that other street is, York or something.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know. Anyway, State. And then there's a couple walking, and they both have masks on. And they yell at me for not having a mask on. And I just turned to him and I was like, go fuck yourself. I don't know where you're from, but you're out of your mind.
Yeah.
There's nobody out.
You were by yourself.
500. I was doing it all by myself. I was 500 yards from anybody, and then they came up. But we weren't close to each other. I was across the street from them. So, yeah, this day and age, like, I mean, you can tell SCAD kids apart. I mean, even more so now because they're all wearing masks outside.
Yeah.
The fuck is that?
I like seeing people wearing a mask driving their car.
Oh, my God. Sam and I have been talking about that since the beginning.
Yeah. Why? Even people on their bikes. Like, when I ride my bike, I don't...
Do you enjoy breathing?
Exactly. And how am I going to drink a beer through the mask?
Watch people at the gym doing cardio, like lifting weights with mask on. I'm like, you're out of your fucking mind. You know you have to breathe, right?
Yeah. And I'm
like,
sure
we're all in here getting healthy. I understand. Like, if you're taking the risk though, so like,
yeah.
This guy the other day, and I don't know what his deal was. They have this thing at Planet Fitness because their whole thing is being very inclusive, and they don't like that whole meathead environment, which is fine. Either I don't care. So they don't want you like in there like and like dropping your weights and like they don't want you doing that shit. There was this guy, and he was on the chest press machine wearing a mask, and picture me but shorter and not as strong.
Okay.
So picture just opposite me. I mean, he was just kidding. He was good looking, and he clearly lifted weights, but he was doing the chest press machine, and he had it on about 30 or 35 pounds. And I've never heard, like, even meatheads I've never heard yell this loud. I mean, he's doing this shit like, ah! Ah! And they have this thing at the Planet Fitness called the lunk alarm. They call those dudes lunks. And if you drop your weights or you're grinding too loud, they'll hit it. And it's like a public shaming kind of thing. It's very culty. It's very weird. It's like, hey, way to not be, like, again, we're talking about hypocrisy.
Right.
Way to have an inclusive environment where you're putting people down. And yeah, they weren't doing it to this guy, and I just kept like looking over because I was like, was curious at first. I was like, maybe he's like, you know, the plates when you do the machine, the plates lift. I was like, maybe he's like doing the full fucking stack or something, which I think is like 300 pounds.
Oh wow!
I was like, God damn it! And so I walk over there. He's like, got 2 plates moving up and down. The fuck is happening? I was like, this is a bit, right? I was looking around for like a camera. Because there is this guy, he goes around gyms and he does weird things like that. Like he'll be doing like the leg, like the fucking, the pap smear machine is what I call it. And he's like, ah! That's pretty funny. So I was looking around for something like that, but.
Lovely.
And then I went off in the bathroom and I jerked off. Because I could hear him in there.
Did you send a minority cop in there?
No, but a lot of the staff there is black, and I just said it to them. But I got away with it because I was like, there's this crazy guy in the bathroom beating off saying, and then I just said it a bunch. And they're like, well, thanks for informing us and not saying it out of hate, you dick. I got verbal confirmation from a black friend, a black comic friend, that I can use the N-word around them as long as it's not hateful. And I was like, I don't want to.
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks, though.
He's like, we're talking about the N-word. And he was saying like, He's like, even we don't hard R it. He's like, I'm not going up to my friends and say, he's like, I don't call my friends. And then he said the N-word with a hard R. And I was like, why not? That's what I call him.
I got a friend. He does that all the time.
Yeah. I wonder if he hard R'd it. Because
Probably.
I would say it's really important to hard R what I would describe him as.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. Another hard R.
Yeah.
But the R's in a different place. But yeah.
Yeah, you front loaded.
Yeah.
Racist is what we're talking about.
Yes, a racist. I think, and we're not going to give too much away, but and I can hear him saying it in his accent.
Just that little, it's just drop my pick again. Called a black guy the N-word again. Here's a song I wrote called 1979.
Yeah, that's not giving it away at all. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't matter.
That's a deep cut. Deep cut.
Yeah, that is. I like it.
What's the code BFB? But fucking boys. Or what is it?
Bathroom Fun Boys.
Is that what it is? No.
It's
the shirt.
That's his name.
But is it just? Oh, is it BFB?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Bathroom finger blasting.
Join us next week.
Oh, speaking of, Robbie Four Strokes.
I like that.
Yeah. So there's this guy. I think I showed you this guy. He's like, I jerked off in 4 strokes. Did I show you that guy? He's like, you want to watch me smoke a little bit of meth and go from a limp, skinny dick to a big, hard, fat dick? I didn't show you that guy? I'll show you. So on this podcast is where they found him. And that's how I found out about him. And now we can apply that to good old Robbie Six Strings. Call him good old Robbie Four Strokes.
No, because if that were true, he probably wouldn't have gotten caught.
I mean, maybe.
Twice.
Maybe he's just super good at it.
Well, it's good.
Maybe
He's good at something.
Maybe he just left. Maybe he just left quite a mess. If you're jerking off in a public restroom in front of people, you're definitely not worried about cleanup.
But I think he was wearing a mask, so it was okay.
I don't know if he was wearing a mask for that dick. I don't want to see what that thing sneezes out. It's probably pink. You remember? You know the?
Yeah, probably.
Do you remember the Cannibal Corpse song "I Come Blood"?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did come blood one time. It wasn't like pure blood. There was like a little bit of blood in it. It freaked me out. Hasn't happened since.
That's good. And gross.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And it was the worst part about it was on a lady's tummy, and we both got to look at it and be like, "Ew." But I was like, "Good news is it's not inside you."
That's always a good sign when a girl says "ew" to you.
That doesn't happen every time for you. It happens every time for me.
No, you have to be.
It's like before and after.
You have to be conscious to speak. Sorry.
Self-conscious.
Oh no, conscious. That means they're passed out. Thank you, Ether.
Yeah, let it be to my ability. Help me come.
We're gonna take this forever. We're gonna keep riding this out down that long road. This is gonna be the best joke ever. We have Aaron Lewis. We finally found something to make us forget about your stupid self.
Well, I mean, until he gets caught jerking off in the bathroom and calling a cop the N-word.
I'm sure he's already done one of those things.
Probably, yeah. I mean, we're waiting for them to happen at the same time. Is all.
Which that's like a perfect storm of things to happen to an individual in one evening.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like,
how low can you set the bar for just behaving yourself in public? Okay, guys, before we go out tonight, nobody jerk off in the bathroom, and don't call a black guy the N-word. Other than that, free reign.
And if it happens once, go home.
You know what
we don't need for it to happen twice.
You know what they say about that? They say, call me the N-word one time, shame on you. Call me the N-word 2 times, shame on me. Do you want to talk about music now?
Yes, can we? Music. Is that what you made me listen to?
You know it's good. First song of the week.
Did.
Technically, so it's Gillian Hills.
Yeah.
Tut, 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 tut.
Yeah.
Is how it's spelled.
Yes.
But what that is the onomatopoeia for a busy signal on a telephone.
I knew that only because I researched the song.
Yeah. And so just a little bit of backstory. Gillian Hills, English lady, made it big as an actress in France and sort of did a quasi music career over there.
Mm-hmm.
And which I found interesting. It's like, oh, you speak good enough French to be in movies. And I mean, there's no hot French girls, so thank God.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I found out about this on the Netflix series The Queen's Gambit.
Mm-hmm.
Plays after she gets done in France. And I just finished The Queen's Gambit, the book, yesterday.
All right.
It's a very interesting read. The Netflix series actually holds really true to the book in terms of like almost all the dialogue from the book is used in the show, which I found really interesting. And then there's a lot of key distinct differences, some things they don't talk about, like rape. Which that's what I was thinking when I was watching that show. I was like, you know what this show could use? More sexual assault in the bathroom.
That's why I quit watching Blue's Clues.
Technically, if there were, technically, if there were men in that bathroom when he was doing that, they were sexually assaulted.
That's true.
Or sexually harassed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So,
that's true.
Talk about, God, what was it? Just ruined my night. So yeah, Gillian Hills.
It was, and I did a little bit of research just because I was curious.
Were you bi-curious?
Well, only when I'm in the bathroom at the Chili's
Yeah.
or wherever.
Yeah.
It's actually a cover of a song by the Lollipops, but I could not find, and they did it in English, and I could not find the original version.
I did not know that.
Of that song. I picked up some of the words.
It's right next to the Shags and the record store. It's in the back.
Yeah.
As like holding up the coffee table so it doesn't bounce back and forth.
I actually went to Grayface this past week and I asked if they had a copy of this and they literally hit me with a chair.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Ryan was like, come on, buddy. Even I'm not that eclectic.
Right,
Get out.
Right.
I'm kidding. But it was interesting.
Yeah.
I remember a little bit of French that I took. I took French when I was in the summer of third grade.
Ah, what a summer!
I went to college actually. I did summer semester at Georgia College in Milledgeville. I was in the gifted class, not gifted class like our friend, but the actually intelligent gifted class.
You took third grade at college?
The summer after third grade, I went to a summer quarter of college. I took French, journalism, chemistry, and
racial ethics.
yeah. Well, it was the 80s, so there were none.
Yeah.
Oh, and drama. I took drama class. Yeah, I got a certificate and everything saying I completed summer quarter.
This just seems like an elaborate way of your parents getting you the fuck out of the house for the summer.
Well, I didn't spend the night there. They didn't put us in the dorms. I mean, we didn't have keggers. I had to come home at the end of the day.
And that's where you had your kegger.
Yeah. But anyway,
So you took a little bit of French.
Yeah, and so I remember some of it, not much. I definitely can't speak French. But but yeah, I don't know where I was going with that whole story. I think I just wanted to brag for a minute.
That you knew some stuff in the song?
I knew some stuff in the thing.
You did not know this.
But it was researching when I learned what tut is. I didn't know that when I first, because it looks like tut, tut, tut. And I was like, is this a song about King Tut? But
that was your first thought?
No. No. But
so levels deep into the stupidity. That is your mind.
But anyway, I don't know where I was going. I like the song though.
Yeah,
it was fun. It was interesting.
It's all about her trying to call her boyfriend, and he's
keeps getting a busy signal.
Yeah, because he's phone sexing.
Which, for all of you kids out there, a busy signal is what would happen when you would call someone and they're on the other line, because call waiting didn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the worst thing ever, when you're trying to call somebody and you keep getting a busy signal. You don't even remember those days.
Kind of.
From your big landline phone. And
mm-hmm.
your mom's like, you got 30 minutes on the phone, and you try to call your sweetie. And
30 minutes?
Yeah.
I never had that much to talk about.
I didn't either, but if you have a girlfriend. Oh, yeah, you never had one of those either.
Not during rotary dial days.
You weren't alive during rotary dial days,
The only time I had a girlfriend where I called her on a rotary dial was the 97-year-old sugar mama I was bedding, dicking down for her inheritance. I don't know. I don't know where that was going.
That's a gross story.
Well, I didn't get into the dirty details.
You got into
Now, talk about somebody that liked using the N-word. That old bag. Quite the potty mouth on her.
Well, you know, I mean, her husband had fought in the Civil War, so I mean, that's all she knew.
We're not going to say which side. You know.
No.
Anywho.
I used to know a guy years and years ago, and it was a different time, and we used to joke about how old he was. And I was like, "Yeah, you're so old. You during the Civil War, you fought for the South." And he's like, "I still am." But anyway, yeah, it was fun. It was a fun little tune. I liked that it was. I didn't realize, well, when I saw the album cover, I was like, maybe this is probably something from the late '60s.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I listened to
Sure enough.
it definitely had that late '60s kind of sound.
Very chic.
Yes, but it was fun. It was really fun.
Yeah.
So I'll actually give it a thumbs up.
Yay!
Yeah, oui.
As they say in English. Frank. Thank you, Frank.
Frankie.
Let's get to your first one.
All right. And I had a theme.
Book of Heavy
I think you had a theme for yours.
Not really.
Really? Because I kind of picked up on a theme.
What was it?
All the songs are in French.
I didn't even notice that. No, I was actually going to wear like a mime costume today with like the black beret and like the black and white stripes. I couldn't find one.
Beret of color.
No, they wear black berets.
I was being PC.
What?
I was being overly PC.
Did I say colored?
No, you said a black beret. I said a beret of color.
Oh,
I was trying to make a joke in there.
I said on stage this past week, I said monkey fuck, and a bunch of people started laughing, and then a bunch of people looked at the one black guy in the room. I was like, "That's not even racist. What are you looking at him for?" I was
That's
like,
not a racist term.
I was like, he laughed. I mean, it can be, but it was like in this context, it most certainly wasn't. And I was like, he laughed. It's fine, even if it was. And I was like, but it's not. So
Yeah.
very strange. People hear these words and they're like, triggered.
Yeah. Which, if you hear the word monkey and immediately think it's a racist term,
Yeah, you're a fucking
you're racist, okay? I just like monkeys.
Yeah.
When I think of the word monkey, I think of chimps running around.
Well, technically, chimpanzees aren't monkeys.
No, I know they're apes. But monkey as a broad spectrum word.
Talk about being on the spectrum. Back to the BFB.
The first one I gave
Heavy
you,
Metal, March of the what?
March of the Battalion, or just the Book of Heavy Metal.
Dream Evil.
By the band Dream Evil.
Dreamville.
Dream Evil, actually they named themselves after a Dio album. This was a constructed band out of Sweden.
Here we go again.
Put together by the rhythm guitar player Fredrik Nordstrom, and I did not pronounce that correctly because I pronounced it in English. But if you're American, you'll say Fredrik Nordstrom.
What is it?
I'm sure. With a Swedish dialect, I'm sure it's pronounced
Nordstrom.
something like that. Other than himself and the lead singer, they do have a rotating cast of musicians. He put this band together just as a project, and then decided, I think after they put out their first album, they wanted to actually have a real band and go on tour. It's power metal. That's kind of where my theme was today. And it's just fun. I mean, the lyrics it's all about wanting to sell your soul just to have your name in the book of heavy metal.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't get any more. It's right there.
Read all about it.
In the book of heavy metal.
That's a fun song.
It was, yeah. So
it's like very meta.
Yeah.
I would say like it's just tongue in cheek. It's very self-referential, theatrical, thematic. It was fun. Oh, speaking of at the end, remind me, something happened this week that has never happened in the history of the LSDC podcast. To remind me. But yeah, I really like the song.
Awesome.
Little too sort of I'm sure I would like things off of the rest of the album more than this, but I definitely see that this is a really cool opener.
You would.
It's sort of like concept-y. Because it's you can always tell that when it's like the album name and then the title track, which is first. It's all the same thing. You're like, okay, this is at least semi-conceptual.
It is. And it's, like I said, it's fun Swedish power metal. Power metal is just kind of like, it's not all like silly lyrics, but power metal bands don't usually take themselves too seriously lyrically. They're usually just a bunch of really good musicians. And I love the twin guitar sound that, these guys remind me a lot of like really good Judas Priest, or really good Maiden, just that twin guitar, just like, pinch harmonies where they're supposed to be. And,
so. What I found interesting about these bands is like it was sort of halfway through between like hair metal stuff and then like not really thrash, but I guess like more traditional metal. If that makes sense. So I was getting like the Iron Maiden, the like kind of Sabbath vibe sort of stuff, and then also put in there with like the hair metal bands. Maybe it's just the way they were singing.
Yeah, it's just the like higher falsetto vocals.
But then it really seems like way more grounded and it's like metal that doesn't take itself too seriously.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
And that's basically power metal.
Right.
I mean, it can tiptoe in like thrash territory or hair metal territory, but it's one of the typical things in power metal is like the higher falsetto vocals and just like guitars and guitars and guitars,
Yeah.
I mean, that's just an overabundance of everything.
What's like the most popular power metal band, or like one of the most popular?
Oh, wow. I mean, other than, and I know they're more traditional, but like Priest, Diamond Head, and I know these aren't popular. These are popular in my brain.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to think who's really popular now in power metal. I can like dig out like the old ones, like I'm thinking of like from the 70s, like Budgie and Saxon and let's see here. Nickelback.
Why is power metal hated is the first thing that came up.
Anvil is a big power metal band that's been around for a million years.
Oh, okay.
Such Not and Such What.
Gamma Ray?
Oh yeah, Gamma Ray. They were actually on the short list for you, but
Rainbow,
that was Dio's band.
Judas Priest. Manowar.
Yeah, Manowar. They're the guys that dress up like barbarians.
Oh yeah. Scorpions.
They're more traditional, but yeah, they've been lumped in there.
Yngwie Malmsteen, the guy we're talking about.
Yngwie
Malmsteen.
Yes.
Deep Purple.
Maybe their middle section, or and later would be more.
Yeah. Cirith Ungol, Jag Panzer, Manila Road, Omen, Riot, Savantage, and Warlord. These are all like influencers, I guess. I'm just gonna keep reading, so you can say whatever you want.
Can I say anything I want?
Yeah.
Okay.
Only if it's to a cop.
Let me tell you about this cop that was giving me troubles a few days ago.
Go on.
I put him in his place.
What's extreme metal? That's like Meshuggah.
Yeah, a lot of like more screaming, heavy. Yeah, Meshuggah would be extreme metal. And the problem with extreme metal is a lot black metal gets mixed in with extreme metal.
Like Venom.
Yeah. So, which Venom was more doom metal than I think they were black metal.
Huh.
Which, I mean, I like Venom. I'm glad that they're still somewhat around.
Hellhammer. Celtic Frost.
Yeah, Celtic Frost. That's probably the big one that people remember the most is Celtic Frost.
For extreme metal?
Yeah, because they influenced so many bands. So, but anyway, so you liked it?
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
It's good.
Yeah,
I want to.
awesome.
I would, obviously, for the purpose of this show, do what it needed to. But that's an album I want to check out more than just liking the song, if that makes sense.
Yeah, check out some of their other stuff. I'm not gonna pull from that well anymore from them because I want you to enjoy them. Because you'll either love them or you'll just be like, yeah, this is silly. Okay, I'm over it. Yeah. Which is perfectly fine. Everyone isn't a power metal fan. I mean,
right.
So,
I'm sure I'd like some bands because I like stuff that isn't so serious all the time.
Yeah. I actually made a power metal playlist on Pandora, and I listen to it a lot now. And I'm like rediscovering bands that I'd forgotten about.
Nice.
Because power metal was big in like the early to mid '80s. I was, listening to a lot of it because my brother really liked a lot of power metal because of the guitar playing, and he's a guitar player. So
makes sense.
Yeah. So I mean, he liked it for the instrumentation, I guess. Sit down, Jeremy.
Saw his vehicle today, but it was a lady driving it. MF hot sauce on the back of it.
Oh, it's his girlfriend.
Oh.
Yeah, she has one too.
Oh.
Yeah.
They have the same car?
No, they have the same kind of car. That Scion box.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, they each have a Scion box.
Huh.
I don't know what it's called. I call it a Scion box.
Scion
box.
N-word.
Yay!
Welcome back to the most racist podcast on the internet.
We're going to have a special guest next week. He's going to come in here.
Come on in, man. Oh, wait, next week. Sorry. Just clip that. Anyway.
Next week.
This next song that I pitched you was by Stacey Kent called La Venus de Melo. La Venus de Melo.
Venus de Milo. That's what...
Miley to Cyrus.
Yeah, the Venus de Milo.
So what did your third grade French tell you about this one?
It's about the Venus de Milo. That was about it.
I'm lost.
I like this one. It kind of had like almost like a swing jazz sound to it.
Yeah,
to me.
Very relaxing.
Very relaxing. And there's something about this is going to sound totally weird, but maybe not. There's something about a woman singing in French.
Yeah.
Trish, learn how to sing and learn French.
Oh, I thought you said Trish learned how to. I was like,
no,
talk about it? Like,
no, I was like Trish.
Like you made her learn French and how to sing this week.
Yeah,
had a busy week.
Actually, she took French in high school, so I'm sure she remembers it, and she sings better than I do. So
yeah, I wouldn't. If her language classes were anything like mine, I don't remember a goddamn thing. I took Latin for 6 years.
First of all, you took Latin. What were you going to be, a pharmacist?
I was trying to be a serial killer. Oh. I was going to write all my letters to the police in Latin.
What about the black police?
Just to have a few choice words for them. But yeah, then they would call me something like the pretentious murderer. That asshole sitting in that pig Latin again. That's what I do. I write all my letters to the police in pig Latin. Will ill way einfe the Adi Bay.
That's awesome. Anyway, back to the music.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Sarah Kent. What was that?
Stacey Kent.
Stacey Kent. Yeah, I like this one. Not to give away the ending, but this is my favorite of the three songs.
Nice.
It was very jazzy, and I don't know what she was saying about the Venus de Milo.
I don't even know what it means.
Venus de Milo, that's that sculpture with the woman with no arms, Venus.
Okay.
It's probably one of the most famous sculptures in the entire world.
Statue of David.
Okay. Yeah.
Suck it.
Which I heard they're going to be tearing that statue down.
It's how near you. Where's it at? Is it in the Louvre? No, probably. Not. I think it's in Italy.
Yeah, it's in Italy.
Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Where's the statue of David?
One possibility I see is statue of David on W Main Street in Louisville.
That doesn't sound
Wanna
right.
try that one?
I don't think it's
It's in Marseille, so it's in France.
Okay.
She's stupid. I think it's in Kentucky.
Hey Siri. Will you pull up a picture of Venus de Milo?
Here are some images of Venus de Milo from the web.
Why your Siri sound different than my Siri?
That's Venus de Milo.
Yeah, I know that.
Oh, well, you knew that.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's one at the Telfair. Plaster cast.
Hey Siri. Will you close the picture down, please? Or just open up my pictures.
Hey Siri. Can you say the N-word?
I don't have an answer for that. Is there something else I can help with?
No, just say the N-word.
I'm not sure I understand.
My Siri is British. She might say it. Hey Siri.
I need to find the Kentucky Siri.
Can you say the N-word?
Kentucky, officially the Commonwealth of Kentucky, is a state in the southeastern region of the United States, bordered by Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio to the north, West Virginia and Virginia to the east, Tennessee to the south,
Hey
and
Siri.
Missouri to the west.
That's enough. Can you say?
Shall I continue?
No. Can you say the N-word?
Even she doesn't want to be a part of this conversation.
I don't want to teach my phone racial slurs.
Really?
No, I really don't.
I want to.
It might pop back up at the wrong time.
If I ever get asked to babysit for a parrot, that is all I'm going to say to it for the entire time I'm watching it.
Why would you need to babysit a parrot?
Keep it from hanging itself from boredom?
Oh.
I don't know. I'm just saying, just let a boy dream of teaching a parrot how to say kike.
Especially if the family's Jewish. That'd be really horrible. Or teach it to say Hail Hitler or something.
Well, if I show up to watch a white supremacist parrot, it already knows those words.
Yeah.
So then I have to teach it cultural. I have to teach it Venus de Mello.
I would teach it to give Dr. King's entire I Have a Dream speech.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Like that.
Bark, I have a dream, bark.
That all you know of that speech?
Right now.
Yeah.
I know more of it. I just haven't heard it or read it in a long time.
I think I've seen that episode.
Of the news? Anyway.
I'm sleepy today. I just did a 3-hour podcast before this.
Okay. I worked really hard today. I'm a little hungover. I did work. No, I did.
Your liver was working hard.
No, my liver wasn't working that hard today, but I was. We had all kind of everything going on at the house. I'm going to tell you guys, do not open your own meth lab. It is so much work.
You got friends dropping in unannounced.
Yeah. And then I got
spontaneous combustion.
I got my migrant workers down in the basement. They want to take a nap. They want to wear masks. They want soap.
Yeah, if you weren't going to do it, I was going to do it.
All right. What was the next one I gave you? Was it Edguy?
Yeah.
Edguy with I think it was the Savage Union.
Mm-hmm.
This
one was weird because it was pointing me to the EP to find it, but then on the album it would also play that. So it was very odd.
Yeah.
So it was sounded the same. So
yeah, it's the same song.
I just added the whatever one it was on. So
they're a German power metal band. Really strange name, Edguy.
Is it like Ed Gein?
No, it was they named it after one of their teachers when they were in high school. It was a kind of a nickname they gave him. So there was somebody, and then these guys, they started this band when they were in high school. They were 14 years old. Really fun power metal band. They do some really cool covers, but I don't want to throw covers out. But the original stuff is fun, and they're actually still around. They're really popular in Europe.
Yeah.
But they gained some popularity here in the States over the past 20 years. And just really fun to listen to. I discovered them by accident years ago. And actually it was because they did a cover of Falco's Rock Me Amadeus.
Oh my God.
But
I hate that song.
and then they did a cover of Come On Feel the Noise by
I like that.
yeah.
Quite right.
Yeah. But like I said, don't judge them on their covers, or judge them on their originals. Their last record, which is really fun, called Space Police.
Ooh.
It's fun. It's a fun record. It's just fun, like kind of in the same vein as Dream Evil, just fun power metal and European. America, you guys got to get together. All right, all the good metal is coming from Europe.
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
All
America's giving us is Aaron Lewis.
And we're grateful to have him.
And young musicians who do things in the bathroom that you can wait till you get home.
I just want Aaron Lewis to commit fully to his new identity and get a full-size Confederate flag tattoo on his ass cheeks.
I think he should. I say, for every statue we tear down, we replace it with a statue of Aaron Lewis. About to get up and leave.
Mm-hmm.
You know how he looks when he, because don't forget, that's also a thing.
Hammered?
No, him leaving.
No, I'm saying, you were saying how he looks right before he leaves.
Before he leaves, because he plays 2 songs and leaves.
Looks hammered.
Yeah, he does look hammered. And fat. But, yeah. I don't know where we're going with this. But anyway, Edguy, what'd you think? You like it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I forget how, hang on.
This podcast has got major ADHD right now.
Oh, yeah, I remember it now.
Very vocally kind of reminiscent of Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden.
Who?
Kinda. Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden.
You want an Iron Maiden, but go ahead.
Bruce Dickinson is still an Iron Maiden.
Okay. The guy that made Tattoo Millionaire? Come on. No.
No. It's Rob Halford.
He's in the Fluff and Stuff Popper crack.
Speaking of crack, how much did we smoke before we got here?
Not enough, apparently.
You're tired. I'm hungover. I'm just kidding. I don't drink.
It'd be a good Cannibal Corpse song. I drink cum.
Maybe not Cannibal Corpse. Maybe Stained or
Cum stained.
Kid Rock. Puddle of Mud.
Come on. This bathroom mirror. I bet it would be like, when you pop like a really good zit and it hits the mirror and makes a noise. Like, same thing. Except normally zits are bigger than that.
Yeah. All right.
I liked it.
Okay. Check out Edguy. I won't throw Edguy at you anymore. Check him out if you like power metal. If it, Space Police is a fun record. That's, like I said, that's the newest one.
Call them alien inwards.
But they're just fun, All right. And the last one you gave me was some French chick.
Demain, c'est toi.
Watch your mouth, son.
You watch it for me, bitch. Mr. Six Strings, we're taking you to prison. Demain, c'est toi. The fuck you just say to me, boy? What'd you think?
This one was more down sounding.
A little sad.
It was sad, even though I didn't know the words. I could still feel the sadness. It was very basic. It wasn't bad. It was just, of the 3, that one, it was hard to do repeat listenings. Just because it was just like, she's got a beautiful voice, but I really need to hang myself right now. I don't even know what she's singing about. But I liked it. Very simple, very subtle.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like sad
It was sweet. I mean, I'll still give it a thumbs up.
Demain, c'est toi. I don't know what that means, nor do I care.
Trois means 3. Yeah, it does. All right, Latin. What does it mean?
Ménage à trois means 3. and the pink, one in the stink. Translate that into French, you fucking prudes.
Aaron Lewis hates the French because.
What if it was word for word? Am I the only one? Like, it was really close. Like very, like he's just like looking for people to rip off.
Maybe so.
He's like stealing from other languages.
And they're talking about ripping down like statues in France.
You know what I'm really tired of? The Chinese. And he goes into a song, but it was like written by a Japanese person. He just stole all the lyrics.
Mm-hmm. Am I the only Chinese? Oh, no. Sound of my addiction.
Mine is like a heartbeat monitor.
That's your addiction?
Yeah, I just like the sound.
Having a heartbeat?
No, I just like the sound. Beep. Beep. Yeah, I got a serial killer heartbeat. It's like 40 beats per minute. It's like a fucking one of those lizards that freezes during the winter.
Yeah. Or like when a monk goes into like a deep trance.
You said deep trance.
I was meant to say trance.
Go away, dick. Your last one. Unless you want to say anything else about Zaz or Demain c'est toi.
Zaz. No, I mean it was I liked it. It's not something that I would listen to a lot or when I'm feeling like sad.
Damn it, Zaz, I'm trying to catch a buzz here. Really bringing down the vibe.
Yeah. But yeah, it was my least favorite of the three, but I still give it a thumbs up.
Nice. It was a good week then.
Yeah. Now.
Didn't like this one so much. Just kidding.
Mystic Prophecy.
Cool
Ravenlord.
It's cool because like the band name and the title could have been switched either way.
Yeah.
It's like Ravenlord's a cool power metal band name.
I think there is a band named Ravenlord.
Probably.
Probably.
They're on SoundCloud. You can reach them at Ravenlord Cock de Toi.
They will be playing in a bar near you or hanging out in the bathroom.
Or burning a courthouse or wait, that's the other team.
That's mayhem.
Yeah.
They are power metal, but they have leanings into more gothic metal sometimes.
Yeah, I could get that. Where are they from?
Mystic Prophecy, I think, is I forgot. I had all my homework done, and then I forgot that one.
Is power metal more of a European thing?
Yes.
Kind of like gothic metal.
Yeah. Very much so. They're the ones, I mentioned them a few podcasts ago. They did a really cool cover. Oh, they're German, of course. They did a really cool cover of Ozzy's Miracle Man that we reviewed.
Oh, yeah.
And they didn't use the voice thing in the chorus.
Ooh, I'll have to check it out then.
Check it out.
That was like the only part I didn't like.
Yeah. So they actually put out a covers album a couple years ago. Their original stuff is really good.
Mm-hmm.
But they put out a covers album. Let's see. I'm making sure it's the right band because I love this covers album. But they did, Monuments Uncovered. And they did these cool cover songs. One of them was another song. No, it wasn't a song we covered. It was... Oh, they did a cover of The Stroke from Billy Squier that we just talked about.
See? Synergy.
I mean, just oddball covers like Are You Gonna Go My Way by Lenny Kravitz, Because the Night, Patti Smith, Space Lord by Monster Magnet, Proud Mary by Creedence, Get It On by T-Rex.
Very eclectic.
You Keep Me Hanging On by Kim Wilde. But they're fun. They do a lot of fun stuff, but they're a little bit darker in some of their original stuff, which is fun. It's enjoyable.
Yeah.
They're probably, of those three, they're probably my favorite, but only by like a hair. Because I really like Edguy a lot too, and Dream Evil. If you're in a bad mood, you just put them on and listen to them, and you just think about metal.
It's like
that's how the song starts.
It's like Broadway metal.
Yeah. The first thing you hear when you put on the Book of Heavy Metal is some guy screaming, metal!
It's true.
It is awesome. And I was like, and that's why I put it first. I was like, this is how Brendan's going to start this whole thing right here. First thing he hears. I did that on purpose. I did that for you. It's like, I hope this makes him smile.
It's only one thing that makes me smile.
And I know, and we'll
Coming to a bathroom near you. Coming to a bathroom in a town near you.
we'll go to Applebee's when we're done, and you can.
Yes. We got to find one that doesn't have single serving stalls, though.
Oh no, of course
We need
not.
a big audience. Let's go to a ball game. You go to like a Braves game when they have just like the trough.
Yeah, like
and then
Lakewood
get
has.
fucking beat up by like 30 people.
Lakewood's got the troughs too. Have you and they're all God. Yeah.
Where's Lakewood?
Lakewood Amphitheater. It's changed names so many times. The big amphitheater in South Atlanta. Lakewood Amphitheater. It's been Coca-Cola Amphitheater. It's been
Oh.
you know the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. They have. I've actually been to shows where I'm at the trough and you're literally like
Peeing
elbows.
on other dudes' dicks.
And like I've looked over and there's a girl squatting next to me in the
Yeah.
trough.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's happened more than one time. And you're like,
Yikes.
you know what? Good for you.
Fuck.
It's like, you are more of a man than I will ever be.
Yeah.
I applaud you, my sister in metal. It's never unusual, like at Lakewood, to see girls in the men's bathroom because there's no line, and they will literally walk up and just squat right over the trough.
More power metal to them.
More power metal to them. I'm not judging. So,
Now that's definitely a bathroom you have to keep an eye on. Keep some of the riffraff out.
yeah. And, you know, it's patrolled by minority police officers. So,
Just asking for it. Just asking for it at this point. I liked Ravenlord.
thank you.
Mystic Prophecies.
They're
It was a
fun.
fun song,
Yeah.
but it was cool. It had that kind of grittier edge to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it seemed a little bit more serious,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but it was kind of cool. 'Cause it's like, yeah, I want to fucking worship the Ravenlord. Yeah. Seemed like all these bands, what I was listening to, it seemed like this would be really fun to see in concert.
Yeah.
Like these would be just really fun, heavy bands.
And the problem is, well, right now we have another problem, but a lot of these
Erectile
bands.
dysfunction.
No, yeah, that too. But a lot of these bands are because they're so popular in Europe. They really only tour in Europe because a lot of Americans don't listen to power metal. Not cool ones. I mean, cool Americans do, but not. It's not. You know, you don't hear their songs on the radio. You're not gonna. I don't know. Hear them on American Top 40 or.
Well, I mean, to be fair,
You know.
spots reserved for real bands like Stained
Well, yeah. There you go.
and Creedence Clearwater my breadsticks. What's this?
You keep me hanging on.
Oh, the cover album.
Yeah.
We're gonna get sued. We're gonna get sued. We're gonna get sued.
Because of the night.
Hmm.
You know it's gonna get heavy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fun if you want to hear some oddball covers. But anyway, their original stuff's really good too.
Good sell.
Good sign.
I'm glad you committed to it.
I mean, you're either gonna like them or you're not gonna like. Well, not you, but like you guys. And obviously, people who watch this like good music, or they would have left us by now
Yeah.
because they obviously don't like Stained. They don't like the Bathroom Fun Boys,
I like that. That's a great new name for that.
and it's gonna stick.
Yeah. To several things in the room.
I just got my own joke.
Yes, you know.
Yeah.
You can't laugh at yourself, can't laugh at anybody else. So.
No. The only thing is, you can laugh at yourself in a public bathroom, and you won't get in trouble. Laughing with yourself is okay in a public bathroom. That's one of the few things you can do with yourself in a public bathroom and not get in trouble. Not just one public bathroom. I don't think we've reiterated the fact that this happened twice
True. Yeah.
in one night.
Talk about not learning from the mistake.
Twice. In the same night. Not even like twice in like a week or twice in a month. Twice in like, I would say like maybe a 2 or 3 hour span. Twice.
Really had something to get off his chest or put on it.
The commitment. I mean, I'm not that committed to anything.
You just had to melt some pearls on that tummy.
Twice in one night. Hey, bro, go home.
Yeah.
Go in the. You know what? Go in the stall.
Go in the stall. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
That's what got me. Why didn't you just go in the stall?
Yeah.
And no one would have ever known unless they heard you like crying or whatever you're doing there.
Yeah, well, and then they know for sure. Like, what's his name just came.
Wonder how many times he dropped his pick.
His life is a cruel joke.
Yes. Yeah. And, to the people that were hanging out with him, shame on you. You should have been looking out for your friend.
Yeah.
I mean, that's horrible.
How dare you let him off the leash? It's like one of those kids you see in the mall.
Yeah.
I remember the first time seeing that. I was like, the fuck is that?
What's going on? I thought we abolished slavery.
This is horrible. And then you realize that, that kid 100% needs to be on a leash.
Mm-hmm.
Leash, baby. That'd be my Swedish hard rock band.
Leash baby.
Leash babies.
Awesome. Leash babies.
Hanging out in the backyard.
I just sometimes I just wish that I had been maybe born same time frame, but just in like Sweden or Finland.
You wouldn't have liked Finland.
Yeah, it's a little bit cold.
Maybe Helsinki.
Yeah.
Well, all those places are fucking cold.
I know, but just because I'm to
very suicidal.
Well, I know I listen to Finnish music, but yeah, maybe more Sweden.
Where was Sentenced from again?
Finland. Yeah, Finland. But
Just
then again,
wanna kill myself.
Hanoi Rocks is from Finland, and they're more upbeat, hard rock music.
I heard they died.
Just
the one.
Just the one. Thanks, Vince Neil.
Dr. Feel Good.
Dr. Phil, you sing.
Yeah. Gotta go smoke another pack of cigarettes.
He's over there like double fisting Big Macs.
No, he's a real Philistine. He's got Big Mac in one hand, Whopper in the other.
That's right.
So just a real piece of shit. He mixes Pepsi and Coke.
I think he mixes a lot of things with Coke.
Strippers pussy juice.
Heroin. More Coke.
It's a cocaine sandwich.
Peanut butter and crack rock sandwich.
Yeah.
Tyrone Biggums. Let's get him on the show.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. I'll get a bunch of crack and he'll come on in here. Leave like a trail of breadcrumbs with crack.
So crack rocks?
Yeah, crack rocks.
Yeah, all right.
I loved it when they had the bit where he was on
Fear Factor?
Fear Factor.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan.
I'll tell you something you might not know about me, Joe Rogan. I smoke rocks. Ron, you've been in here for 23 hours. You mind turning the lights off? Take a nap.
Love it when he's walking on the hot coals.
Yeah.
He's got the big crusty feet
I
anyway.
smell barbecue.
Took the prize money and bought his girlfriend a big rock.
Yeah, crack rock.
Crack rock. Anyway. That and when Tyrone Biggins was talking to the elementary school kids.
Yeah. Now, we all know we can go see Ray Ray on the west side. Take the number 11 bus. They're all like writing the notes down. That's when I found a little thing called acid. And I would see all these cool colors.
Yeah, this podcast is about Tyrone Biggums now.
We're the Dave Chappelle show.
Yeah. I love that show. I caught it when it first came out in like 2000, 2001.
Same. Right before 9/11.
Yeah, right before 9/11.
Or was it after?
Maybe, let's see, because he had a comedy special on HBO like a year before the show came out.
Mm-hmm.
And that was in 2000, because it was right when I moved to Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Which is weird, because where I lived in Virginia, I lived near an army base. It was an armory. And the only planes we saw after 9/11 in the sky were the jets patrolling the armory because the river ran through it, and that's creepy enough when you don't see any airplanes. But the only ones we do see are fighter jets circling, patrolling because there's a huge army base that's basically has missiles and whatnots there. And that was probably like 15 minutes from my house.
Got to keep those ne'er-do-wells out of there.
Yeah.
Don't want any terrorists coming into our bathrooms jerking off.
Yeah, it was a hard time to be a brown person.
Yeah, I heard was the flight that went down, Flight 93?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that they were actually going to take over the cockpit, but a couple of the terrorists got stuck in the bathroom trying to jerk off.
Yeah, and then somebody called him a towel head, and they got mad.
Well, that's what you get for wearing a towel on your head, I guess. It's like that Andy Milonakis show. Got a towel on my head, but don't call me a towel head.
You were going to tell me something.
I love you. Let's run away together. I've already forged your signature on this court document.
Well, then I guess I have to.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm a top.
Me too. Don't worry, we'll figure it out. We'll lay it all out there in the octagon.
You're going to tell me something about the podcast. It was a first.
It sucks. Oh.
That's not new.
It's pretty evident.
We've known that.
Yeah. Got good around episode 8, though.
Yeah. We got syndicated.
What's that mean?
That means we got picked up by a bunch of radio stations.
We did not get syndicated.
I know we did.
Oh, okay. Just in case you were telling yourself lies to feel better. Like
there's a better chance of.
Here's what I mean. Like,
there's a better chance of
my
our
music is good. I can go a whole set without dropping a pick. These people want to see me doing this in the bathroom.
There's a better chance of him getting a huge record deal than us getting syndicated.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't want to get syndicated.
Definitely.
I don't want to get. You don't need to get syndicated. We're on the internet.
Yeah, exactly.
We're already syndicated. Anything you
crime syndicated. Sounds so cool.
We're in the crime syndicate.
We're running meth for the Mexican Cali cartel. Just try to find us, FBI.
Yeah.
Try to put shit on when bots comment on our page.
Yeah.
Or our post.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to post keywords on there so that the FBI has to look into it.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah. So I was like, we won't be running fentanyl for you. And
I saw that. No,
like,
you were going to tell me something. It was a first. Don't make me rewind the tape.
Rewind that tape.
You were like, it was a first and
change settings on the VCR. Edguy, Savage Union, and Mystic Prophecies, Ravenlord went on my liked songs playlist on first listen. That's never happened with 2 songs in the same week.
Oh, that's nice.
So at some point we'll hit 3. The only reason that Book of Heavy Metal didn't is because I realized it was more of an intro more than anything. It's a cool. It was a cool song, but it's not something I want to listen to all the time.
Oh yeah, yeah. And it'd been a while since I'd listened to that song before I listened to it to send to you. But I just it was just a fun, and it was kind of the opener to the 3 songs. Sorry, I gave you.
Just gave everybody brain lesions.
But yeah. Well, awesome. That gives me a little.
Yeah. Enough.
No, I'm having a heart attack.
Enough momentum to keep doing this for a while.
To at least live through the day.
At least one more episode.
One more.
Gotta wait to see what BFB does next week.
I know, it's like
it's it'd be hilarious if it's like this happened and then his album came out the same week and we posted on the album release. We're like, this is the worst thing that could have ever happened to to the city of where he's from. Nothing more horrible has ever happened in this city's history.
Except this. We can no, we won't do an album review because then we don't need to.
We'd give away who it was.
Yeah.
I mean, we've already pretty much done that, but there's plausible deniability.
Only if you know who we're talking about.
But that's the thing. I think we've given enough people, as we say, crack rock trail breadcrumbs.
But I think it's only people who know who this is that'll figure it out. Like, you know, I'm not.
Like your family.
My family.
They
Like
know.
my family doesn't listen to this podcast.
Same.
I can't even get my wife to listen to it. She's like, I listened to you enough already.
It's true.
And you don't shut up. I'm like,
It's true.
You're not talking out of turn.
Got a point.
Which, as a woman, she needs to be careful not to talk out of turn.
Because you'll leave.
Oh, I'll leave. And like, what are you doing out of the kitchen anyway? I'm sorry, I don't see my dinner in your hands.
Yeah. My dick's not in your mouth. Why is it open? We here at LSDC Podcast are very progressive when it comes to women and trans rights and not using the N-word gratuitously.
Exactly. Yeah, I like Trans Ams. They're fast. And the Bandit drove one.
What?
The Bandit, Smokey and the Bandit. He had
The
Trans
Bandit
Am.
was the name of the car.
The Bandit was the name of Burt Reynolds' character.
No, it wasn't. Bandit 1, Bandit 2. Bandit 1 was the Trans Am. Bandit 2 was the semi. You think Sally Fields was just like, Bandit,
She was.
Bandit, come in my Sally Fields pussy.
That was actually a line from the movie. Let's see here. Smokey and the Bandit. Let's see. Burt Reynolds as the Bandit.
I don't know that.
I figured you wouldn't. I mean, the movie is only 44 years old.
I watched it like once when I was a teenager.
I've watched that movie so many times. That's one of my
it's 'cause
favorite.
you're super into racism.
Yeah.
There's a lot of racism in that movie. Not a ton, but enough.
Enough.
Isn't that Jackie Gleason?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in it.
What's the world coming to? But with Texas stuff.
Old Jackie Gleason. You weren't alive when Jackie Gleason was alive. He was hilarious.
Yes, I was.
He died in 86
Oh,
or
oops.
87.
Never mind.
No, you weren't.
Was he in The Hustler?
Yeah.
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 Same guy that wrote The Queen's Gambit.
Oh.
He wrote The Hustler and he wrote Color of Money.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Cruise.
That was, wasn't that a sequel to The Hustler?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think it was.
a 90s movie.
Yeah. It was
okay.
I think it was a sequel.
Oh, okay.
I might be wrong.
It's when Werewolves of London made his resurgence.
Well,
Bam, bam,
certainly
bam,
needed
bam,
that song to come back.
bam, 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 bam. I like Warren Zevon.
I do too. And you know, that song came first, and Leonard Skinner ripped it off for Sweet Home Alabama.
It's close.
Yeah.
And you know who ripped both of them off in one foul swoop?
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock. Singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long.
It was 1989. My hair was long. My something.
Pubes were also long.
Which I want to just go ahead and show you something.
I got this for graduating with honors.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I got
No, Your
this
Honor.
because that one time in Catholic school.
I'm going to show you what Kid
I'm
Rock
going to show you what Kid Rock does in the bathroom.
looked like in 1989. And you will think he's a poser. And you're right. Oh, no. This is what he looked like in 1990. This is the cover of his debut album, in 1990.
What was the name of that album?
Grits Sandwiches for Breakfast. That's him looking like Vanilla Ice. So,
In front of a soul food restaurant.
So Kid
called
Rock,
Soul Food.
no, your hair was not long. You were not listening to no Sweet Home Alabama. You looked like a bargain basement Vanilla Ice. Shots fired, Kid Rock.
Calling you out, bitch.
I am calling you out, buddy.
We were trying different things. We were smoking funny things. We're also listening to other things.
And stealing other things.
Can you please rhyme things with things again? I really like it when you do that.
Yeah.
What episode are we on?
23.
Ooh. It's the age I was when I started committing sex crimes. Here we go.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
We turning off?
I don't know. Are we? I thought
We can keep bullshitting.
I don't care. We've only been up here for like an hour and a half. Yeah, I don't care. What do you want to do?
I don't know what I want to do.
It doesn't matter.
Definitely, whatever we do, I know it involves chicken biscuits. And I forgot. What are we talking about?
I don't know. Just let me know. I'm recording my better podcast later with my other friend, Joe Rogan.
BFB.
Yeah.
Butt fucking boys in the bathroom. Oh my God.
Worst week ever. He gets the award. Worst week ever.
What's the Buddy Holly song? Smoking in the boys' room?
That's Brownsville Station, but yeah.
Oh. Whoops.
But anyway. Oh, I know where you're going. Go there.
Jerking in the boys' room.
Audience, me and Brendan decided today, actually about an hour ago, that we're going to just start recording parody songs. We probably never will now that I've said it.
I'm going to do Foot. That's
Death
still
Metal
a thing.
Foot, yeah.
Yeah, I just got to put some touches on my album. I figured out a date I'm going to release.
We're not here for your album.
You're right.
I'm just kidding. You have a release date for real?
February 2nd. So it'll be 2/2/2022.
I like it.
Catch me in a bathroom near you. Good night.
Good night.